Boom. Yeah, let me sound smart. Like, feed off of you. Are these omnidirectional?
Yeah, they're omnidirectional mics.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can pick up the audio from multi sides.
See that word?
Yeah. See,
That I
nothing
use there?
left unquestioned.
Boom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Banya. We've got our sexy co-host today, Dana Lundquist. And Dana's going to do the intro today. And you going to shout out our boys?
Oh, we'll shout out our boys. Yeah, we'll do a little intro and talk with Jordan a little bit. So today we have Jordan Johnson, BJJ Blue Belts at Aries PV Gray Wolf Jiu-Jitsu. And all-around amazing person. He's got his kids doing jiu-jitsu. His wife was doing jiu-jitsu, but maybe we're going to get her back in. We'll see. But welcome, Jordan.
Hey, thanks, man. This is awesome.
Yeah, we're glad to have you. It's
Very pumped.
Yeah. Want to get to know you a little bit more and make sure everybody knows how you got started with jiu-jitsu and just everything. So before we get into that, what's the latest? How's your training going?
Good, man. Finally back. I think 3 weeks back, post knee and back injury, I guess. So yeah, I was about 10 weeks over holiday. Just finally back to actually getting it. So
Okay.
it's been fun. Yeah.
Just wear and tear or something horrible happened?
Really deep go-go plata on Peter. And
Shit,
I'm
I
not
was
sure
there to
what
witness
happened.
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was. Yeah, I think you were teaching that night.
Yep, I had a front row seat.
It was bad, man. It hurt.
Dang, I told you I'm stupid tonight.
Popped real loud.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when I was watching you guys do that, and I thought you had his knee or his leg,
Oh yeah.
and then when I realized you were yanking, he was because you
my
were
own leg,
pulling
yeah.
on it like it was your opponent, dude. You're abusing yourself, dude.
Yeah. We learned a lesson.
Yeah,
We learned a lot.
wanted that one a little too much.
Too much. Yeah.
So tell me about you were trying to pull it into it. You didn't have it underneath his neck, or?
I had it under.
You were on your back, and you were
I was all the way under. It was there. I was over his head, and it's just he turned in or something.
Yeah.
It just however it happened.
Yeah.
The pressure was bad.
And big, strong Peter can turn into you, and it's not his fault by any means,
Not
but
at all.
you
But
know,
yeah,
anybody who's strong like that, you got to be careful with any position.
I know you can't leave him anything anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, in general, the gym's it's just all leveled up, dude. Everybody's been, ton of blue belts, everybody's looking sharp.
There
It's
is
cool.
no easy roll still.
Yeah, it's fun.
No.
Really is. There used to be, I'd go in like, all right, man, I'm going to mess some people up today. And now I'm like, oh, shit. All right, I got a couple that I'm going to get on, but it's going to be tough every single roll besides that. So,
Scrapping to get mine. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to get got.
yeah, not just the hammer. So, yeah, it's good. Well, cool. Before we get into too much, this episode of The Banya is brought to you by Optimize. Optimize is a health and wellness center run by Jesse Meringue, a fellow training partner of ours. They've got amazing center. They've got your cold plunge, your sauna, the infrared, the hot tub, compression therapy, as well as this PEMF therapy. It's like pulse electromagnetic field. It's amazing. Feels crazy, like you get that electro stim. But the idea is you've got a time in there for an hour to switch between different therapies. You can go from the sauna to the cold plunge to the hot tub. Feels amazing. Luke and I just did that last week.
Slept like a baby.
Absolutely. It was incredible. So if you're looking to recover from any sort of athletics or just to feel better, go check out Optimize. Yeah. And for anybody, the listeners, if you just tell them you heard it on the Banya, they'll give you 50% off your first session. So I believe normally it's $39 for the first session for an hour, so it'll be half that. So go check them out. It's an amazing place.
That was super rad. Yeah, the red light room that he has. It's the first time I've ever done red light. And I'm glad Jesse was with us because he takes it, to the rooms, and you're basically standing in a closet, and it's like the lights are as tall as you, so it gets your whole body from toes to head. Mm-hmm. But he was like, drop your pants, get in there. I was like, oh, okay, good. I felt weird in there otherwise, but
standing perfectly still.
That was mentally difficult for me though, to just like be in there kind of bored. Yeah, it was weird. And
it was 10 minutes,
The lights are something for your eyeballs too.
We did one after a cryo chamber a couple of years ago, and it was
Yeah.
great.
Mm-hmm.
I liked it.
It was meditative. I kind of liked that. It was very peaceful. I just kind of got into my thoughts and was just, enjoying that.
Like it's just the warmth.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It just like envelops. And,
I just heard something today. It was on a podcast or a reel or something like that, where this new stuff, methylene blue. It's like some
the guy was taking it for his seizures. Right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And I guess who was it? Mel Gibson was talking about that, like curing cancer. We're not medical, experts here, so don't, just get on the methylene blue train. But
doctor, so.
you're a doctor. Oh, you're okay.
Certified. A resident MD.
But they were talking about how if you have take some of that methylene blue and you use that in conjunction with the infrared, something about the balance of that methylene blue with the infrared light, because it's like opposite blue and red light. I don't know exactly, but it was interesting to see
absorbs
like free radicals or something in your body.
Yeah, it absorbs something that's beneficial, something to do with the light structures. But it was like literally it'll turn your pee blue. Like it was used as a dye originally, and then they realized that it's actually good
health benefits.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, anyways, that's our little tangent on health. But yeah, it was cool to hear about that. So we talked a little about your jiu-jitsu. Let's hear about your journey when you started, because you were one of the first to start at Grey Wolf.
Right? First challenge group.
Okay.
And I don't know how many are left. I know
John Hinton, right? Wasn't he one of the first ones?
Yeah, I think Hinton, Dean, Shea.
Okay.
Shea's
Myself.
back.
Yeah, there's not many, man.
No.
Yeah, because then our second group, I don't know, man. It was all it's kind of a blur now. It's like coming on 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I trained as a kid, off season.
Off season from wrestling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you did jiu-jitsu as a kid?
Yeah.
Oh,
we did
okay.
judo and jiu-jitsu.
Oh, nice.
And then freestyle on the off season.
Yeah.
So we got enough in, but it wasn't ever very good. It came back after 15 years or whatever.
Did you ever go watch the tournament in Fargo?
No.
No.
Wrestling
I never
tournament?
did the big college.
Yeah. Well, so it's the biggest for like high school age kids. It's the largest tournament every year. It's in Fargo, North Dakota.
We went to a really cool camp every year in Nebraska, where we'd go stay at the Cornhusker campus.
Yeah.
And it'd be people from everywhere.
Right.
So that was pretty
yeah,
cool,
that's a
but-
little mecca in the
Again, I don't think I won a single match there.
open plains. Dude, yeah. A lot of hammers out of Nebraska, Iowa, that section.
Oh yeah,
Big old corn-fed boys in the Midwest.
that's it. That's what we were talking the other day. My first match was at 98 pounds, freshman year. Mm-hmm. Dual. So I've never even seen a wrestling match in my life. They turn off all the lights in the auditorium. You have one spotlight that only does the circle of the wrestling mat. And 98 pounds go first. So I hadn't even seen how this was done. Had no idea. I'm out in front of the entire school at 14 years old wrestling at 98 pounds. I remember none of it. I'm sure I just got stuffed.
Yeah, that's a rough welcome.
Yeah, I'm so happy I got it done at 14 instead of trying to doing it at like 34 or something like that, though, man. Like,
Yeah.
that's the one thing. I feel like I had a background. I don't know how any of these guys come in. Like, that's a whole new level.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
come
yeah.
in with zero
Oh.
background and come in and just start training like that. It's
For
incredible.
jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, man, it's tough.
It is wild. What's up, Everett?
Yeah, it's one thing to have some sort of a...
It's outside, dude.
It's right on the shelf.
Hey,
right there.
you're gonna need to ask your mom to help you with the remote thing. So
It's sitting right there on the shelf.
it's on the shelf above your head.
Right next to you.
You Lego head. Bye, Lego head.
So yeah, going back to that, having some sort of athletic background is one thing, but some people who come in with basically none of it, maybe for example, Dean's a good example. He at least was a runner and was getting into better shape from that, but nothing combat sports or as far as I know from him.
The body mechanics are just on another level.
And
It's, you can do gymnastics or you can dance or you can grapple.
yeah,
Right?
yeah, and even you having that spotlight as a kid, going out and competing, it's still nerve-wracking.
Destroyed. Yeah, I got
But-
destroyed, man.
But
But it was 2 years of losing probably before I ever did any good.
in jiu-jitsu,
Wrestling.
Oh,
and
yeah,
then,
okay.
yeah, I won my first tournament coming
Okay.
back Jiu-Jitsu. But yeah, then I didn't win the next few, so it was kind of a blip.
Yeah.
I out wrestled everybody, I think, and that was about it.
Yeah.
What do you do for work again?
I'm a area manager for Interior Logic Group cabinets.
Oh,
we
okay.
just do new build cabinets, residential, commercial.
Gotcha.
Sweet.
Yeah, man, pretty good gig.
Yeah, that's got to be staying busy down here, dude. Everybody's flipping and turning and selling and moving.
It is
Yeah.
wild how much building's going on, man. I just do
Yeah.
everything, technically just west side, so like Tempe out through Tonopah up to Prescott now.
Yeah.
So I got a huge coverage area.
Nice.
And dude, they're building so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, Prescott Valley is just getting engulfed right now.
I never knew how big it was until I
Yeah.
went up there, and I was like, okay, this job and then another job, and it was an
Right.
hour and a half away.
Right.
And it was all in Prescott Valley.
Yep.
It was terrible.
No, it sucks when like you get to Prescott Valley and then you're like, I'm almost to Prescott. Like if you're trying to get downtown, like nope, you're still 30, 40 minutes away, you know, depending on traffic.
Yeah, getting off 17 is easy.
Yeah.
Like, then the rest of it sucks the whole way.
Right.
There is at least, well, I mean, if you're going for work, it's one thing, but the beautiful drive, I think it's off at what, 89? Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
those-
Yeah, it goes by
like
the air
Sedona
park.
and everything.
Yeah, through
Yep.
there, there's like that creek that runs along, like a ton of it. It's
Yeah.
a beautiful area up there.
Is that Oak Creek?
Yep.
Is that what?
Yeah.
Yep. That's
I
I
like
like
to-
runs through Sedona and stuff.
Yeah, I like to take that drive if I've got time. Like, let's just cruise.
That's what I would do, man. I would take the back way through Jerome. And stuff
Oh, yeah.
When I could, I'd go up there because we'd have a shop in one spot and a job on the other. So
Yeah.
I'll just go over the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot better than driving through the valley. So I have one in South Australia, and I live up by the gym. So I mean, it's easier for me to get to Prescott than it is to get to Goodyear.
Yeah.
So I'll drive
That's
that every
crazy,
day,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Much better drive.
For sure. Well, cool. You've been doing that for quite a few years now, yeah.
Yeah, I've been with these guys for 4 years,
Okay.
and then I had my company for 4 or 5 years before that.
Okay.
So-
All here in the valley, because I know you haven't been in Phoenix for too long.
No, I've been here 5 years.
Okay.
I think so. As soon as I shut everything down, I kind of moved out here. But it was all West Coast hotels and condos and stuff like that. So
Oh,
I'm still
cool.
working on the road.
Yeah.
So shut all that down and decided to stay full time in one spot.
There you go. Nice. How was because you're from South Dakota, right?
Yep, Rapid City, South Dakota.
Okay. Tell us about South Dakota. I've never been up there. I know it's beautiful, but obviously roughly cold.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Rapid City, where I'm from, really isn't too bad. You kind of get that banana belt. Right? It's in the mountains a little bit. Mm-hmm. So my house was like 25 minutes from Mount Rushmore and stuff, dude. It's the Black Hills are beautiful.
The Badlands.
But-
is that-
Man, there's sometimes that I think my kids are safer here in North Phoenix than some spots out there.
Oh yeah.
It's just kind of crazy. They're having a hard time catching up. Like it's just they haven't quite hit. They've hit their big city issues without hitting their big city solution. Is what I feel like,
right.
you know,
Yeah, that makes
everyone's like,
sense.
"Oh, we have to lock our doors every night." Well, so does everybody else. You guys just aren't used to that.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
catching up to the rest of the world, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so it was good. Got out of no more shoveling.
Yeah.
No more cold. Yeah. Golf all the time, and now jiu-jitsu, man.
It's good to grow up in that cold though. Right?
Yeah. Oh, it's good for you. I think everybody should experience it.
Yeah.
You should have to do a 12-hour shift at -60.
Oof.
I mean, everybody should have to just once.
One day.
Do it once. Maybe do a little dirty jobs action of that and just get a taste of
Micro.
it.
Be the dream. Travel around and check all that out, man.
That would be amazing. So, and you were doing working oil fields or pipelines. What tell us about that? What?
Yeah, I was a snubbing hand supervisor operator, so just pressurized wells. Most rigs you see are all gravity fed, so the
Okay.
pipe that they're running wants to fall on its own. You know, it's like the hole's dead. We would come in when there's pressure on the well, so kind of like when you stick your finger on a straw and you try to push it down in a cup of water, it won't do it. You have to overcome your string weight has to overcome the well bore pressure for the pipe to fall.
Okay.
Otherwise, it shoots it out. So the joints are like 30 foot long, 300 pounds a piece, and it'll launch them into the air like spaghetti.
Oh,
Just
wow.
Crush everything. So we would come in with 2 inverted slips, kind of a specialty well control thing. It was cool.
So that allows the pipe to go down but not come back up, or how do those slips?
You can move it either way. You know,
Okay.
everyone else has gravity-fed slips that fall this way. You just invert them, so as it tries to come out, you're catching it.
Okay.
And it's a hydraulic workover unit, basically, and you just move the pipe out 10 foot at a time, man.
Okay.
It's cool. I saw some cool stuff.
It's always interested me how that's come about to like drill for oil. Like, because you said 10-foot pipe sections at a time. You'll go down, they like couple them together, and then you push the next one down, and it's just constantly how far down are these going too?
We were on one well in North Dakota. It was almost 27,000 feet deep.
Holy!
So it goes usually about 10,000 straight down, and then you have a lateral curve, curves, and then it goes laterally for another 10,000 feet.
Do wells that run dry? Do they ever seep back up and get oil again?
Yeah, I think you can go in and rework them.
Yeah.
I was just on the production side most of the time.
Yeah.
We would do some maintenance like that, but
Yeah.
most of the time we were just there turning them over. So right after frack, we would come in and drill out all the frack plugs.
Yeah.
And turn it over to the wellhead. Yeah.
So how then? How do you go laterally then from that bend? That's
They steer it, man. They have directional drillers.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They absolutely steer that shit into the lateral and then run it out. It's cool. I don't understand any of that stuff, but it's cool to see how they do it.
yeah. It's just wild to think 2,700 feet down. You
Thousand.
got, or excuse me, 1,000.
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
have 20.
1,000.
Sorry, what I was thinking was 2,700 sections of that pipe to
Yeah,
make that
'cause it's
27,000.
yeah,
That's
That's
like half a
wild.
mile, right?
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
you can get a mile down for sure.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's wild by the time you get
Wait,
both.
27,000
So we'd be
feet.
running-
That's 5 miles.
Oh yeah,
down.
no, sorry, I'm
Yeah.
way off there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, we'd be
Thinking
running
2,700.
Yeah, it was cool, man. I mean, my hometown was 5 hours from Williston, so everybody at one point kind of went up there and at least gave it a shot.
Yeah.
So I did it for I think 6 years, and yeah, like I said, after I had my kid, it's a little sketchy. So it was time to find something else, grow up a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's got to be a pretty dangerous job, right? I mean, I'm sure the hazard pay on it's pretty nice.
Oh yeah, yeah. You'd have like sour wells where you'd have H2S, so you'd have to go in with a mask.
Okay.
So not only are you tripping pipe all day, but you're doing it in a mask with a respirator. You can't breathe any of the air around you, and you're 65 foot in the air most of the day, just hanging
Wow.
out. And it's about this big, the work basket.
Yeah.
You hang out for 12 hours, man.
Wow.
It's fun. It really is fun after you get into the groove of it. You get your crew you've worked with for years, and yeah, it's awesome. And
You guys,
everyone should
you guys
try
at
it.
least have some
That's-
walkie-talkies to talk shit through the day, or
Oh
what?
yeah,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Got it.
relentless.
12 hours
Mess
up
with
in
all
a
the new
basket.
people. Yep.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
that's some hard work. That's amazing. No wonder you're so strong. That grip strength, dude.
It's worth it. Yeah, throwing tongs all day, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll get you.
That's that man strength that comes through, man. That's amazing.
Well, we can't get off this topic without asking you about my new favorite conspiracy, though.
Right.
Oil.
Uh-huh.
So, I don't. Well,
I think I listened to this.
okay.
morning.
So what do you think? What do you think?
That it's regenerating.
Yeah, it's regenerative property of the earth.
I don't know for sure.
What did
man.
they-
Like,
what-
I know they've had basins dry up, right? But did they ever go re-explore them? I don't know.
Right.
Maybe.
Or
Well,
is it that they're recurring in other places and like
That's kind of my point, though.
How many dead
like
dinosaurs could there
all
be?
these
Yeah.
questions, like who really fucking knows?
Yeah.
You know, like a handful of people.
yeah.
You know, these scientists can sit here all day and tell you what happens at the center of the earth, but like
They don't
None of them
really-
have
It's
been
all
there.
speculation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
it's just like
And as we find out more information and the things that we knew 100 years ago to be 100% fact are completely false. I mean, at one point,
Yeah.
people thought the Earth was the center of the universe.
Yep.
You know, as simple as that is. It's
Right.
shit like that every 100 years or so, or whatever time period.
Yeah.
We figured these things out, like, oh my God.
Yeah, it could
Sail
be-
off the edge of the ocean, man.
could be
Yeah.
one of those three things, right? Either it's true and oil is belted dinosaurs,
Right.
or two, you know, it's a regenerative thing that's the Earth is going to keep cranking out just by digesting, you know, whatever. Yeah,
Right.
everything.
'Cause it's
And-
constantly
whatever
swallowing
melting
everything.
down.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then or
Aliens
We
put
just
it
don't
there.
know. Like
Aliens.
legitimately,
Anunnaki, bro.
nobody really knows. Oh yeah, sorry, the fourth option there.
Aliens
Aliens.
is always an option in all
That's
these.
true. Can't.
Or it's just us from the future.
I already got the tinfoil hat.
Okay, there's
we can go
five.
with aliens.
Yeah.
Man, this thing is
Okay.
as
I
tinfoil as it
just
gets.
saw Interstellar was on again the other day, so I had to
Yes.
watch that. So I'm
Yeah,
watching
I was
it.
just telling you,
It's just
dude.
us
I just saw it the
again.
first time the other day, and I was like, "Oh shit, gravity? Okay."
I don't know if I ever watched it, honestly.
It's very
Yeah,
good.
maybe I need to.
Oh my god,
do.
dude! It's incredible. So Christopher Nolan, his movies are all amazing. So all the new Batman series, those three with the Heath
okay.
Ledger and then Christian Bale as Bane,
I think I
those
saw
are
the
his.
others
And then he did like The Prestige.
Oh,
was
yeah.
an incredible movie.
Did he do The Illusionist too?
No, that was the one that
That
came
was
out
the
like the same
competitor.
time. It was kind of like it always happens like that. Like
Yeah.
usually it's cartoons. You got like Ants and Bugs Life,
Right, yep,
or like
yep.
what like something like that where they're the same movie but kind of different. But yeah, Christopher Nolan, all of his movies are incredible. Inception.
Yeah. Okay, I did see that one.
Tenet was a little crazy and hard to follow, but I'm a nerd for that shit. So like I've watched it like 4 times just trying to figure it out. But anyways,
what's the premise of that one?
So Tenet is they're basically trying to find. There's a way that you can invert time. Essentially, like I don't know, it's crazy physics. It probably doesn't make any sense, but you can invert time with this machine. So then you can go in reverse, but everything else is like inverted. So like you're not breathing oxygen. You'd be breathing in CO2 and like hot is cold. It's just all this that's getting too deep.
So
in
everything completely mirrors.
Yeah. But the point of this is that like if there's like an algorithm for basically ending the world. It's like inverting the time at the same time you're going in the same direction. So it like explodes.
Yeah.
Basically, that's the premise. So the whole idea is they're trying to find a way to stop the algorithm from being put together, and they're going forwards in time and backwards in time throughout the whole movie.
Trying to
so
shut
it's
it
like
down.
it's not that clear that it's like not like time travel so much, but it's like I guess it is, but you're doing it in real time, not like snap and you're in
But it's
not
the narrative of the movie's not explaining that to you. Is that what you're saying? So
no,
it's like
it does. It's just so complex to know what's actually happening. Like there's like a graph with like a flow chart of like here's when he's going forward, and at the same time this is happening back. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
But so I wouldn't start with that one.
Right.
But Interstellar. Start with Interstellar.
We're gonna
start there. That'd be good.
But yeah,
Oh,
you
you're
can
talking
see
Jordan.
Tenet, Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah, go see Tenet.
I'm approved to see Tenet. You're not.
You're
You're not
approved.
ready yet, bro.
You're
still a white.
Someday, man.
You're
Yeah.
a white belt. What do you call those
Time
movies?
travel.
Time traveler.
That's perfect. You give me 10 years of Blue, I'll be happy.
Yeah, right. No kidding.
Yeah, Killer Blue. Boom. All right. Well, when are you gonna be competing next?
That's a good question, man. Yeah, I need to get something. We're healthy. I need to put something on the books and just do it.
Yeah.
If I don't have it down, I'm gonna avoid it, and then it'll be too late. So, looking to do no-gi next. I don't know what April AZ BJJ might be the one.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm gonna do a no-gi, but I don't want to have a no-gi match at 8:00 at night either. So
Yeah. Yeah, I know. They get. They're the afterthought, dude.
Absolutely. Even World League, man. It's 7, 8 o'clock sometimes.
At least the AZ BJJ is on Saturday.
Yeah.
The World League, if you're doing no-gi and you're done at 6 o'clock on a Sunday and you got to work the next day, it's like,
no, I like my day to just be a piece of shit.
Yeah.
After, man. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you were talking about outside how it's a different feeling. It's more relaxed, not having a competition you're looking forward to. It's like you can focus on the training and the learning, which is obviously a big piece of all of it is that learning time, and then I'm grinding for a competition.
Yeah.
It's a different training.
And even the injury was great, really. I mean, I just had to accept it. I'm going to get smashed by everybody all over again.
Yeah.
And it was like, all right, work on this frame here, work on this here. Keep from getting super smashed.
Yeah.
So it was really good period of time. That 70% kind of rolling and just being stubborn, I think was super good. That's it. Just
How long were you actually off the mat? Like just fully?
It was like 7 weeks, maybe 8 weeks. Yeah, before I came back and started to just drilling a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It took a while, man.
Feels good now, though.
Feels great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good. What else do you do for just overall health? You lift weights as well. What is your eating? Eating good food. Obviously, you must be
Super clean. Yeah, I'm still not immune to the late night ice cream.
Of course.
Of course. But no, we just eat super clean, man. The whole house now. Really just watch everything. We got rid of most all the dyes and all that crap.
good.
So I try to get 4 hours on the mat minimum and 4 lifts in every week.
Good. Hell yeah.
So it's been great, man. I might have to go back to 3, especially if I'm going to start pushing a comp, maybe 3 days a week. But
Yeah.
it's been a good balance.
That's good. Yeah, I need to get. I've been lifting a little bit, like call it averaging once a week with the jiu-jitsu as well. So I definitely need to go back more.
I haven't touched my sandbag since I got hurt. That's what I need to pick back up.
Yeah.
It's just the thing's menacing, just staring at me.
Honestly, it's I find it easy, not easier, but like it's almost too easy to go outside. It's so nice out, like to throw the sandbag around the garage. Like sometimes when it's 100 out, I'm like, I gotta get out of the house, and the house is cool, but I don't want to keep it too cool, expensive, right?
Right.
So I go out and sweat a bunch. I come inside, I feel amazing.
Yep.
But I want to sweat out this sandbag workout, like 110 degrees.
I was repping the 100 really good, and then I got aggressive and I went to 150, and so it's a lot more of a chore.
Yeah, it is.
I can do it, but it is exponentially just on another level brutal.
Yeah, it is.
I had a little back thing, had to kind of be careful with the lifts for a while. So
Yeah, go back to the 100.
right, I was about to empty some of that thing, man.
No, I did the same thing. Once I got the 150, it's more taxing. But then I go back and do the 100. I'll be like, I'm gonna pour out 30 of these real quick.
I'm hammer toss it. Yeah. Well, and that's it. I was still weighing 160, and I filled it to 150.
Yeah.
So I was doing about my body weight with it. Mm-hmm. I didn't need to.
Yeah. It's all right. It's good for you as long as you don't hurt yourself.
It was a good test, man.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
All right, we ready for our first cold plunge?
Let's get it.
Yeah, let's cool off.
Fuck yeah. All right.
All right, back from the cold plunge. So, Jordan, tell me your favorite move in jiu-jitsu.
Favorite move right now, man. I don't know.
It can be mean. That's okay.
I was having a lot of fun with just rubber guard in general.
Okay.
Until the knee injury.
Yeah. What was that move again what's it called?
The go-go plata. Yeah, some Richie Martinez.
That's no longer your favorite move.
Not on that side, no. That was the hardest part getting back is I couldn't pull, so I had no strong side triangles, no strong side high lock, nothing. I couldn't do anything on that side. Man, I don't know right now. I'm just playing a lot of defense.
Staying alive.
Man, Bino's been having us do a lot of inversions, man, and then really started diving into the legs. That's been fun.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm opening up to that stuff. I'm like not very flexible, but it's Mateus also like he loves to get inverted and a lot of his moves in motion show it. But yeah, my body's starting to turn a corner with some of that stuff. It's fun.
I feel like that whole wrestling, like, dude, there's like a wrestling stature, right? Like, there's a stance, the heavy-feeted, hunchback. Yeah. I feel like it's so hard to break. Like, I feel like it took me a long time.
Yeah.
Lots of hip just issues, and then it gets better,
literally
and then it gets stronger.
just like 3 weeks ago started being able to do the S guard switch without putting my hands behind my back.
Oh, damn. Okay, yeah.
What
90-90s.
90-90s?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Those I can finally do those without hand assistance.
Yeah, I've definitely worked on the flexibility a lot for a while, and it makes it a a lot of fun, man. Playing that. I mean, like trying to pass Dana. Yeah,
it does. Yeah,
fun,
it makes being in guard more fun. Yeah.
And there's still stuff I'm missing, man. Last Saturday, there was a step over, almost like the Craig Jones, long pummel step over to just anything. But dude, he just put me in. Yeah, there was a back take from there I had never seen. Somebody hit me on it Saturday. It's my favorite now because I start feeling like I know something, and then I don't. Man, I know nothing. I see something that blows me away, and it's like, all right. We're not even close yet.
Yeah,
dude, that happened to me last night actually. When Mate showed 3 passes from knee shield, and I love knee shield. I like to hang out there.
Me too. Yep.
And then he showed these 3, and they're not like one of them was really complicated. The second one a little bit, and the first one was very very basic. But I was like, why don't I know that? It's like, it's just so simple.
Should have been the first one I learned, right?
Yeah. It's like there's these simple steps that we just haven't seen yet.
That little like arm drag, basically, right? Like you grab the cross grip.
Yep. Boom.
It's
behind the tricep.
You can go to the back. Dude, as soon as I did, I was like, oh my gosh, why have I not known this?
Yeah, it never occurred to you, and it's like very basic.
That triangle trap with one of the seminars. You're baiting the grip.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, why is this not the first triangle we learn every single time? Like, But no, that's my favorite stuff. It just blows me away. The simple one little tiny movement that I was doing wrong, and it just opens up everything. So the bolos have been fun. Like we've been doing a lot of bolo grip inside, from De La Riva and stuff. That's been cool.
Yeah.
And now I'm just trying to survive.
Yeah,
for sure. I think that's what's so addicting about jiu-jitsu is like the complexities and like body mechanics are. I mean, for martial art, probably don't get any more intricate. You know what I mean? And it's just like there's so many puzzles out there to do, and like it's just an infinite amount of them basically. And like wrestling, I mean, it's definitely more athleticism and like a lot of well, not even really that. It's like it's simpler in a way, like the game is, versus I feel like jiu-jitsu has just like endless possibilities.
So we did the other night was we De La Riva, then we inverted, did berimbolo, and I was trying to explain it to somebody, and I realized that
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna follow this.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, yeah.
I lost them, 3 weird words ago.
Right.
We're just doing jiu-jitsu, man.
The names, like, I forget the simplest ones still to this day. I'm just
Yeah.
I mean, I got it locked in my brain as how to do it, but if you quizzed me on it, I'd fail, Like, I've heard some schools, like, to get belts, you have to, like, literally, like, they call out the names of stuff, and you have to, like,
Perform that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I know some guys in town that were at another spot, and their blue belt test was like, you need to know 120 things that you can recall instantly when we say them. And I'm like, man, we're gonna get smashed when we roll.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. There's a place for it, especially early on, like those flow charts. But no, that's not what I'm trying to learn. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, you're not going there to take a test. It should be obvious, by rolling with the professor, instructors, or whoever. Right? It's great. We get to roll with Kabe, and he's like, okay, he's leveled up, so he's not a one stripe white belt or a blue belt anymore, or whatever it is,
Yeah.
If I wanted to do Taekwondo, we could have done Taekwondo, right?
Right.
It's not not the goal.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you watch any videos outside? I mean, I know we're always in the chat, but like on your own, or like, do you think about the move from the night, or how do you actualize your training?
I was real good at journaling for a minute.
Yeah.
I fell out of it. I still have it. I need to get back. That was probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Just to sit and think through it. But other than that, I think it's kind of constant videos and,
So, like, after class, you'd try to sit down and, like, I learned.
Yep, I was real good about it for a while.
That'd be cool.
Just doing whatever we did, move of the day, whatever I got stuck on,
Yep.
Yeah.
I did that for a few weeks as well, and
It's
then
hard to keep up.
I've got that blue belt journal sitting on the shelf, and I don't see it every day, but I know it's there, and I got to get back into it.
Mine's
You're
in the
right.
middle
We should
console
both.
of my
We should make a pact or something, or we're both going to work on it,
Let's do
because
it, man. Yeah.
it's going to make us better. And we fuck around probably on our phone for 15 minutes, and that could be done writing this shit down.
That easy. Yep. And then it was, I realized that we went the next day. Somebody'd be like, "What'd you do last night?"
Right.
And I wouldn't know.
Right.
I'd be like, "Oh, shit. We got like 4 live rounds in."
Yeah.
So then I can actually recall it, man. So it was big. So let's do it.
All right. Let's do it. Yeah. Good. Everybody else, you hear that? Get a journal for real.
Do it.
It helps. White belt, blue belt, doesn't matter. Purple belt, doesn't matter. Get a journal, because it does help.
If you can write and read.
Yeah, if you can read.
Yeah.
I guess reading is not as important. Just getting it out on the paper. Once it's done, you can just throw the paper away.
Just get a journal and don't do anything with it.
But honestly, though, actually, even just writing, even if you never look at that page again, just writing it, it gets into your brain so much more. So
I try to, before I go to bed, I try and, like, what did I do today? I do that, and then I don't know if it helps.
Just catalog the day.
Yeah. Well, not even. I don't care about whatever else in the day sometimes, but like specifically for jiu-jitsu, you know what I mean? Like, what did we do at class today? I should have said
just the important stuff. Yeah, just the important.
I don't know. Yeah. Kids, work, whatever. Thinking about jiu-jitsu before I fall asleep.
It's blocked out. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
How about you guys? When were you jumping in a tournament?
As soon as you do, text me.
Shit, no pressure. Yeah.
It's up to you.
All right, let's do April.
When we're going. April.
We go April Nogi. Let's do it.
Is it middle of the month? That's kind of my.
I think it's 24th or something.
Yep, sure.
Like that.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
24th. Well, if it's a Saturday, then it'll be 22nd or the 8th. No, I can't count.
22nd, maybe?
15th, 22nd, because it's a first is a Saturday, I believe. So
I'll have to look at it,
one of
because
those days.
I didn't see any AGFs. It's just the 2.
What's
World
an
leagues.
AGF? Arizona Grappling
American
Federation?
Grappling Federation or
okay.
whatever. Because I'd originally gone Nogi on there, and then I was the only one, and we all went into World League instead. So I got a credit there, but they're not even here this year. So
Help me out, because I'm a dummy, and B, I just haven't like looked into it. So like, of all these leagues that come through Arizona or are based here, like, what are the tournaments people always want to go to? Like the more popular ones.
Gustavo's, AZ, BJJ, are kind of the local staple.
Yeah.
But World League is just ran so well.
Yeah.
The venue is so amazing.
Those
If I
are
could get
the
it
ones
off
at
of
Mullet.
if I could get it off of a Sunday, that would be the greatest tournament that there's ever been, man. The way the bullpens ran, everything's smooth. We could maybe use a little practice mat every once in a while. But.
Yeah.
I think that, the AZ whatever the Gustavo ones have been good for me. I mean,
Those
like
are
literally,
solid.
they're like, you're gonna go
like
at 3, and I go at 3 or 3:05. You know,
I was
they're
always
pretty-
cutting, so I didn't like the weigh in right before I go up. I did it, but I wasn't wild about it. But then I feel like I had a hard time finding matches there for a while too, where we were going down.
Yeah.
I think even the last one I did was Masters 1.
Yeah.
And there was a lot better matches down there.
Yeah.
Then 2 even.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 was like me and one person, or then they pulled out or something, so I went down to 1.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like once we get there, we're kind of splitting hairs anyway.
Yeah, for sure. No, it is, and I would agree with you. I don't like weighing in right before either. It's nice. Jiu-Jitsu World League, you can do it in the morning.
I think what got me worse is I looked up brackets, and I was like, oh yeah, Masters 2 now, and I pulled up my all my matches, and I was like, no. Those guys are old. Yeah, they can't be my bracket. Let me double check the dates. Sure as shit, man. Yeah, we're there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, both you and I actually, we look at our division and they look a lot older than us.
Dude,
So-
absolutely. Because I think you got me by a year. I think our birthdays are real close. But
Yeah,
I think
they
you got
are.
me by a year.
Yeah.
And I got Lucas by a year.
Right.
So we're all right there. Yeah.
But I looked at my division when we were at whatever tournament we were just at, and I was like, dude, most of them have gray hair.
Yeah.
I'm like, these guys are a lot older than me. This is great, man. I got this. So, it's blessed. Very blessed to have good genetics. So I'm
Dude,
right there with you.
absolutely. Blessed to feel like I can go down if I need to, too.
For
man.
real.
Yeah. I'll go to adult. Like, let's go. The last
right.
Nogi I had was down at adult.
Yeah.
And then we ended up not doing that one. But
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't done a Nogi competition since my very first
That Tucson?
competition. Yeah.
Yep.
It was fun. I won my first match ever, and then got a ref's decision my second match against a kid who was 17 years old.
Oh,
So that's crazy.
yeah. Dude, absolutely.
Yeah. But
How's
haven't done any
any of
Nogi
those?
since then.
That's any of those kids, man. I was up in South Dakota over holidays, and it had to be like a 20-year-old kid that was, a full decked out brown belt.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you know how many mat hours you have to have? Like,
Oh,
that
yeah.
dude just destroyed me. But at that point, man, it's like my kids. That was the point of getting them started. By the time
Yeah.
they get to blue belt, they're gonna have 8 years.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
They're gonna be
Well, and to be able to have a kid that goes through the kid's belt progression, at least like 2 or 3 belts, is a huge leg up. You
Yeah.
know, like somebody like Peyton, who she's been competing for 3 years, and she's, a 17-year-old blue belt, so she could be going up against somebody who's been competing for 10 years,
Yeah.
got their, green or orange belt.
Yep.
And is basically a solid blue belt by the time they even get it as an adolescent.
Look at Lucas's last
yeah.
last Warrior Standing.
Yeah,
and then at
Luca Jimenez.
the invite as well, man. Where
He was 17. I don't know if he might have
yeah,
turned 18,
something
but,
like that, like 275. Been grappling for 12 years.
but his dad
Scary good.
was Tiago Jimenez. I don't know anything about him, but Paul was telling me about him. So his dad's, I guess, a black belt.
I didn't know
think.
that either.
Yeah. So but he's like you said, he's been training for 12 years.
Yeah.
So
And you just pull that card like it's anyone else.
right, exactly.
We go lock up with some 45-year-old dad.
Yep.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Those kids are a little sketchy.
Yeah, for real. It's fun though.
Boom.
Oh yeah, this is sweet, man.
All right, Dana, you got anything else for us?
I don't think so, man.
Boom.
Unless you got
Jordan?
anything else, Jordan.
No, this is awesome.
All right, baby.
Been listening forever. Thanks
For
for
sure.
having me, guys.
Absolutely, dude. Thanks
listener.
for coming on.
And thank you, everybody, for being listeners as well. And just a quick shout out again to Optimize. Go check them out again. Use code the Banya when you talk to them. They'll give you half off your first session. And
I haven't got to get a scoop on.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
dude.
I haven't felt the water
we
yet.
got a
All right,
scoop.
watch that nose
We're gonna
ring,
finish
dude.
it off with a scoop.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn my.
Hit us with some water on those rocks, Jordan. What do you say in Spanish?
There it is.
It's as bad as it sounds. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's rough, dude. Especially because if it's 200 degrees in here and then you add that steam too.
Oh, yeah.
Holy cow.
Mm-hmm.
That thing's pegged, so I don't know if it works or
Yeah,
not,
the
but,
thermometer is.
Yeah. Yep.
It's going straight to hell.
Thank, man,
quick.
we almost forgot. I almost didn't get to experience that.
Dude, I'm glad you brought it up, man.
Dude,
That would've
yeah,
been terrible.
Boom, avid listener, dude.
That's
You know?
right.
That's right. That's right.
I know when to
Fucking
turn the speakers down in my truck. Man, it gets sizzly.
I think these mics have been better, but
No,
yeah.
these are way better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those first ones sucked.
Yeah. Well, thanks again for joining us on the Banya, and we'll catch everybody next time.
Appreciate you guys.
Thanks,
man.
brother.
Thank you.
That was rad. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a good night.
Peace.